Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Your Football Show, and it's time for another Leeds United update. I hope you are all doing well. Before we get into the video, as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell. Look, I know I had a couple of days off last week. I'm due to go on holiday on Saturday for a good few days in sunny Spain. So I'm going to enjoy that. So this might be one of the last updates you see between now and then. But one thing's for certain, I believe, between now and my return from Spain, we will have completed the signing of course, RB Salzburg right back Rasmus Christiansen. That one is going to be a done deal. It is Stevie Wonder, tactics, signed, sealed, delivered. I am yours. But before we get into the main talking point of today's video, which is, of course, Rasmus Kristiansen, we're just going to give you some quick updates. Turns out Leeds United are not just looking to acquire players for the first team. We are also making moves for the under-23s. Of course, we know that our under-23 side dropped out of Premier League 2 Division 1, the top division this season. But that's not stopping them going after some of the best potential across the England's top division. And Leeds are interested in Birmingham's George Hall and West Ham's Sonny Perkins. We are looking to seal both midfielders in this transfer window. Perkins, who is just 18, is a regular for West Ham's development squad. He actually made his first professional debut in the Europa League this season against Dynamo Zagreb back in December. And I believe he's had a couple of substitute appearances, like not coming off the bench, but being on the bench, being involved with the squad. And of course, 17-year-old Hall as well has had a small amount of first-team experience, having broken into the Birmingham first team back in January. So one to keep your eyes on. I know we're all concentrating on the first team, and why wouldn't we? We need to flesh that squad out. We need to make it bigger, but we are looking to acquire young, up-and-coming talent, which has served us well thus far. Like, one thing you have to say about some of the young players that we're bringing in, i.e., you know, your Gelharts, your Greenwoods, etc., your Pascal Strauchs, even your Ilya Melier, some of them will go on. And there's massive resale value attached to these footballers as well. And look, it was poor timing before when Jesse did the interview before Brentford, where he's talking about getting us in Europe and, you know, having the best academy. But it's clear that Leeds United do have an aim to do something like that. Maybe a little bit Chelsea-esque, dare I say, in terms of hoovering up some of the best talent. And even if they don't make the grade at Leeds United, which I think a lot of them will, they still then have potential resale value. As we've seen with a lot of players, if I remember, Victor Orta's remit when he first came in was to flesh out that squad, and that's what he did. Who can forget the signings of like your J. Roy Grotz and your Paweł Sibicki's and the like, you know? And even though some of them came with high potential, like a Mateus Borges, etc., he's now playing in the third division of Spain for Ibiza. So, you know, some of them might not work. But yeah, you might as well chance your arm. Quick update as well on Calvin Phillips and, of course, Manchester City. I'm pretty confident in the knowledge that I've been given that KP stays. I know I was pretty heavy previously that I think he goes, just putting 2 and 2 together and looking at the way that he ended the Brighton game and thinking, yo, this guy's definitely moving on. And then I hear different bits and I think he might be staying. But there is no secret now. Like, the Athletic are coming out that, look, Man City know who they want, yeah? Haaland, done. They want Cucurella for a left-back. That one probably will get done. And the other player they want, who is high up on their list, is, of course, Calvin Phillips to replace Fernandinho. And it's no secret that they want him. Them are the two standout buys. If they buy them, Cucurella, Calvin, and Haaland, that's them done. You know, Ghana City now needing to flesh out this full squad. They have it, right? They're just picking, picking, I guess, carcasses. You know what I mean? Because that's what you can do when you have that type of money, right? So Calvin Phillips is wanted by them. Whether or not he makes that move, again, I can understand and totally would back it if he did. But I think he might just give us at least one more year. At least one more year. So yeah, that's that update. But now let's talk about new signing, which will be confirmed over the coming days, of Rasmus Kristiansen. The deal is in place to sign him from Red Bull Salzburg. It seems that we have quite easy, quick relationship with Red Bull, and especially when you consider what went off with Jean-Kevin Augustin. We're just being able to get these deals over the line. A lot's to be said about Jesse Marsch being in. You guys know I'm not your biggest fan. Even when I'm speaking about it, you said that I'm hating on the guy when I'm really not. But I think, you might have an agenda about me having an agenda, about Marsch having an agenda. There's just agendas all over the shop, right? If I'm speaking about Marsch or I'm speaking about the previous coach, whatever, there's no agendas. I'm just telling you what my opinions are. That's what you come for, right? But one thing I will say positive is the fact that these players that have played under Jesse Marsch previously are willing to come to the club at the drop of a hat, because Leeds United are going to beat Brentford to this guy's signature. Now, let's not forget that Brentford is basically Denmark FC, yeah? Denmark FC. He'll have a lot of players that he'll know, and he's opted to go to Leeds United because, yes, okay, he's mates with, of course, Aronson, but a lot of it's to do with the fact that Jesse's in charge as well. And we know that Jesse does have a good reputation, that players that have played with him before. Haaland spoke well of him. I remember Ian Wright speaking well when he spoke to Bradley Wright Phillips about him when he spent time at Red Bull New York, or New York Red Bulls, with him. So he obviously has a good relationship with his players. So that's a good sign, right? It looks like a €10 million bid has been accepted. And the madness is, like, not only have we beaten Brentford, we have beaten Borussia Dortmund to this guy's signature. Like, it's madness. It's crazy to think how far Leeds United have come, that we're signing a player ahead of Dortmund, and then you add on to that the fact that Barcelona can't afford to pay for Rafinha as it currently stands. We've definitely come a long way. You know what I mean? It's crazy times. But one positive thing, it's great to see Leeds United acting quickly, right? Not messing about. Last season, we had, Bielsa still yet to sign a new deal. We're signing players on deadline day. Will we make moves? Won't we? I think the whole ethos around recruitment has changed, and that is a positive. Like, how amazing would it be as a Leeds United fan to see the majority of our players in the door and there for the first day of pre-season? Do you know what I mean? That would be amazing for us. And it's great to see the club acting quickly and decisively, not messing about, getting players in the door. And I think they need to do that, because they need to foster, a positive attitude around the place, not just for them, but for us, the fans, as well, right? They have a lot of making up to do, right? That's facts of it. There's been a lot of slander on the previous guy, and then we hear Noah Lang talking about, well, Leeds tried to sign me, so surely Bielsa did want him, otherwise they wouldn't have gone over and tried to sign him. There's all this sort of stuff, all this backstabbing here, there, and everywhere. But come on now, they're trying their best to return the favour and, get the fans back on side, And I know they've made a lot of mistakes, but it's the best regime we've had in a long time. And I don't want to throw too much shade at them, right? Okay? We are fickle as fans. Bring in the players, and it looks like they're the right players that are bringing in at decent prices. Get results on the pitch, and all is forgiven. You know what I mean? That is what it's all about. And it looks to me like lessons have been learned. It looks to me like lessons have definitely been learned. And let's not forget, £10 million for a 24-year-old with 3 years of Champions League experience is very, very good. Yeah, almost too good to be true, right? And let's not forget, he has 18 goal contributions from fullback last season, right? It's a great deal, and it makes us better. Okay, he might not be, the marauding right back that we're used to, but in terms of what he offers and how big the guy is, right? Like, we're quite a small squad as well. So just to have him around the place in terms of from corners where we've been weak in the past can only be a positive, right? So I'm really, really excited by the signing of Rasmus Kristensen. I think it's a good deal for all parties. I think the fee is great as well. And, it'll be interesting to see what we do for the rest of the window, because we know Aronson's coming in. We know Rasmus Christiansen is done now, yeah? Do we get a backup goalkeeper? Do we opt for, we need another centre midfielder? I'd have loved Tyler Adams, but Tyler Adams has done an interview and he's like, first I've heard about Leeds United, so I don't think that's going to happen for me. And I know a lot of people are on that, but, remember last season when people were talking ill of certain players? I try not to mention his name because I got dug out for it yesterday, but you know what I'm talking about. And he went on to have a barnstormer and get in the England squad. Look, it's Conor Gallagher. But I think Lewis O'Brien is there to be got for a decent fee. Okay, 12 million for a championship player. We're playing 10 million for a right back that's got 3 years Champions League experience. Okay, they may look at it like that and say, is it really value for money? But look, Lewis O'Brien's there to be got. Get him. Him alongside Calvin. It's probably going to be Aronson. It's probably going to be Harrison in the wide Lamb and Ram, if you like, for them FIFA players. Left attacking mid, right attacking mid. And then, of course, your strikers, which could be Bamford and Gelhardt. I'd like us to go for another. That unnamed striker 100% was Eddie Nketiah for me, right? I'm not professing to be ITK, but I just believe that was the case. It's now gone cold. Eddie's signing at Arsenal, a new deal. That was the one. We were trying to say, look, it'll be different this time. Bielsa's not here. You'll play alongside Paddy. You know these lads. He's got friends in the squad. Of course, he'd have mulled over that deal. And maybe, had his loan gone better, he probably would have opted for it. But it didn't. And Arsenal are a huge club that are going to be playing Europa League football. And he's been there for a hell of a long time. So I think we'll revisit who that player is. Will it be someone from the Premier League? Will they go abroad? I'm not sure. But I think we need another attacker. And ideally we need a left back. Even if not to start, because I think they're going to back Firpo, whether you agree with that or not. But we need someone to cover, right? Maybe Rasmus Kristensen can do that. Maybe Calvin Ramsey, but I think he looks like he's going for Liverpool. We seem light in especially in the left back area. Maybe they're opting on Stuart Dallas coming back and him filling in there as well. But what we don't want is round pegs in square holes like we had last time. We're going to flesh out this squad for a reason. I think there might be a few outgoing yet as well, but we'll have to keep our ear to the ground on that. Maybe Matthäus Klick could be one of them to the Bundesliga. Seems like that could be one that might happen. Watch this space. But yeah, listen, let me know your thoughts on, of course, the signing of Rasmus Christiansen, the update on Calvin Phillips, and of course, Leeds United opting to go back in for some more under-23s in George Hall and West Ham's Sonny Perkins. Thanks as always for watching the Just Your Football show. It might be the last you see of me now till like Wednesday because I'm off away to sunny Spain. Well-deserved break, I think. Well-deserved break. But listen, it won't be too long till we're back playing football again. I can't wait. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace out.